is up, everybody? In the Leaf today, out and about. I did it again yesterday. I forgot to charge the Leaf. I guess 2 days ago. Anyway, yesterday morning I came out and realized I hadn't charged the Leaf. So it was kind of a weird day. I had to stick around the house a little longer than normal, and it was not a pleasant experience. I mean, luckily I had some things I needed to do at home, although one of them I couldn't get done. I'm trying to get the city to help me out with something, and they don't seem all that interested in helping. But yeah, so I think it's the plight of the electric car owner, and it's sort of a taste of the future, isn't it? If you forget to charge your car, you're not going anywhere. Especially if you're down near the end of your battery, especially in a Leaf, and you're driving, a considerable distance each day. If you don't charge the Leaf, man, you're not going anywhere. So, anyway, that's really the point I wanted to make, is that it's an interesting look at the future, that if you forget to charge your car, you can't go anywhere. So, I'm not sure how that works out. I'm not sure what that looks like on a large scale in the future, but it's definitely something to consider. Obviously, maybe with autonomous charging or some sort of, like a phone, you pull into your garage and you're on the charger and it charges. I guess that's what that looks like in the future. But anyway, that's where we're at today. I do have a couple things to talk about, namely sports and life. So let's take a look at that. If y'all are sports fans like me, this is a big week. My two favorite sports are in full swing this week. So my favorite sport is baseball. I'm a huge baseball fan. Love baseball. Grew up in a baseball house. Dad's a big Cubs fan. My mom loved baseball. Also a Cubs fan. And so the start of baseball sort of represents the start of spring to me. And then the other event that represents the true start of spring to me is the Masters. The Masters is one of the biggest sporting events of the year for me. It's bigger than the Super Bowl for me. And I know that there's probably a few of you out there who will make comments down below that, the Masters is so snooty and stuck up and, so behind the times, which, I mean, those are all true things, save for the production of the television of the Masters. It is, an old-fashioned tournament with lots of traditions. They obviously have some issues in Augusta that, for a long time they only allowed white men to join the club. But there's something about the prestige of the tournament that means something to me. And I do think that the club, the Augusta National, has taken steps to, right some of their wrongs, even though the stigma's there and it'll take forever for it to go away. Overall, to me, the Masters, it's it, man. That's the number one sporting event of the year. It's my Super Bowl. It's my everything. And I'm so excited to just sit around and watch golf all weekend. It's going to be great. The other thing the Masters does for me is that it gets me thinking about life. And the Masters always happens around the same time every year. Whatever the dates happen to be, it's always this first week of April. Usually right around the start of baseball, the start of spring. They go together. And, obviously spring is an awakening, and you get all the life metaphors with spring and the awakening. But actually, this is also the anniversary of the death of a family friend. It's been 5 years, and it's something I've been thinking about a lot. I've known a lot of people that have died, unfortunately, from weird ailments, but we had a close family friend die of ALS. ALS tends to be a disease that, is intertwined in sports, often called Lou Gehrig's disease, the famous speech that Lou Gehrig gave when he could no longer play baseball. It's a terrible disease, and with the start of spring and the start of baseball, the start of golf. See, here's how it all combines. The family friend, he played baseball in the Cardinals organization. He's one of the handful of people I know who have spent significant time at Augusta National. It's a weird, and then he died this week, the week that baseball and the Masters starts. So it's a weird thing that gets me thinking a lot about life and about what family means. I was very lucky to grow up in a household where all of my dad's friends were basically uncles and aunts to me. Everybody was uncle this and aunt that, even though, when I was old enough to realize that they weren't actually that. They were actually just friends of my father's and friends of my mom's, and I think that's important. I grew up in a family environment. Everyone was family. We treated everyone like family. So when you get to moments like this in time where you sit and look back and think about people who are gone or what's happened to people, it's challenging, and it's getting harder on me as I grow up. It's definitely harder on me as I now have a kid. But just taking some time this week to think about life and what life means to me and how things have been, and just looking back at these last years, and it's been an interesting go. Yeah, it's been hard this week to think about John and sort of his death, and thinking back on what the last few years of his life was like. But spring is an awakening, and we get to start things new. So, if you got someone in your life who you haven't talked to, or who you need to say hi to, man, pick up the phone and give them a call today. Today's the day. Let them know you care about them. Let them know things are going well. Start things new today. This is the week to do it. Everything's starting fresh. Flowers and trees are coming out. So get out there and tell your family you love them, or a friend. Give a friend a call you haven't talked to in a while. This is the time to do it. I have been lucky enough over the past couple weeks to catch up with some friends who I haven't talked to in a while, and get to see some people that I haven't seen in a long time. So, yeah, it's been really good, and I hope you guys get to do the same. As a matter of fact, it's my friend Jason's anniversary today, so happy anniversary, Jason and Crystal. Paid shout-outs on the vlog? I don't know. That's probably not a thing. Not only does the Masters start today, but on the baseball front, it's opening day for the local minor league team. So I live in Frisco, Texas. We have a minor league baseball team. It's the AA Texas Rangers Club, the Frisco Rough Riders. Go Riders! Love minor league baseball. Huge baseball fan anyway, but minor league baseball is definitely something I really love. I like the atmosphere. Completely different than a major league game. Love going to pro games, but something different about seeing a minor league game. Opening day for the Riders. We will be there, and yeah, looking forward to that. It's going to be great. I'm so excited for minor league baseball to start, especially here in town. It's a great thing to do with family. Usually pretty affordable. Always a good time. Really looking forward to it.